Should we do like brr, brr, ma?
No, I hate that.
Okay.
So much.
All right. Never mind.
Not an actress. I know that's your dream.
All right. Well, I'll do it. Brr, brr, ma. Just kidding.
All right. Shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot.
Okay.
So, welcome to Shoot Your Shot
Shot.
podcast.
Woo, woo.
I don't know if I liked
I
that.
had my voice in that. It's like cracking.
Yeah, you should get
It's
some
like a
water. Just
13-year-old
kidding.
boy. Welcome.
We are so excited. This is it. This is our very first podcast, our very first episode. Welcome.
This is pretty insane that we're doing a podcast
Yeah.
right now. Also, funny story, we are in London.
Yeah.
I know, random as fuck.
I know,
Why are we in London?
We're in like a random studio
when
in
we live
East
15
London.
minutes away from each other in LA.
We just decided it would be easier to fly across the world and shoot our first episode instead of doing it in LA.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. No, basically Georgia's never in LA and we really needed to record. And so
You're
the
never
only
in LA
option,
either.
bro, the only option was if I came to London. So I flew halfway across the world for you listeners so that we could actually get some
Our
content out.
first 3 listeners.
Our parents,
Yeah, our parents.
your boyfriend, who's also our producer,
Who's also sitting here is being
who's
like,
being
you guys.
forced to work with us.
He said he's a podcast slave. We love you.
Yeah, that's our only listeners. So I flew across the world to make sure that
This
this
would
content would
happen.
be available.
Yeah.
For
So
you all to
please
enjoy.
listen to us and enjoy
We're
it.
begging you.
Please.
Rate and review.
But in all seriousness, we have both weirdly wanted to start a podcast, but didn't tell each other.
Wait, let's tell them the story.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's
Okay,
so good.
Okay, you start, actually.
All right. So I've been wanting to do a podcast for years, probably since like 2019. So like a solid 3-4 years.
Same.
I've been wanting to do podcasts, but I never really found someone who would be a good co-host for like my personality and for what I wanted to talk about. And so Georgia and I met. Well, yeah, we should talk about how we met. We met this past July. It's January 2023.
That's
for
crazy. It was
reference.
only July.
We met in July of 2022, which is insane. That was only 6 months ago.
I feel like we've been friends for so much longer.
I know. Well, Teha yesterday, Teha's our friend who lives in London. She was like, oh, how long have you known Georgia? It's been a few years, right? And I was like, it's literally been 6 months.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she thought we'd known each other for like 5 years.
Oh.
I know, it's cute. But anyway, so we met in July, and in September, I was traveling. I was in Europe, and I called you
And I
because
didn't
I
answer.
wanted to tell you that I wanted to start a podcast with you. So I called
But I didn't
you.
know that. I didn't
You-
know that she was going to call and tell me that.
Right, and you were in Slovenia, and you didn't pick up, and you ignored me, which was so rude.
I didn't mean to ignore you. I ended up stuck in Slovenia alone. And yeah, honestly, I think I just forgot.
It's fine, but the reason I was calling was to tell you, hey, I think we should start a podcast together.
She just touched the
touched
mic.
the mic.
If
Touched the butt.
For anybody eventually who listens to this, Claire always touches
I
the mic.
fidget a lot with the mic, but
It's
I'm
okay.
trying
I
not to
crack
touch
my
it.
neck, so you'll start seeing that too.
You're
I
like
just go,
possessed during your episodes. But anyway, so I called her. She didn't pick up. She was in Slovenia, and I was like, "Oh, it's fine. Like, just call me or text me back later." We both get back to LA. This was a month later in like October,
Is that we didn't text each other back for a month?
and then a month later, Georgia's like, "I need to tell you something."
Yeah, and I actually totally forgot that you wanted to tell me something in Slovenia at this point.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened. I was just like, I want to do a podcast. Jack also said, you should do a podcast. And then we were like, I should do a podcast with Claire. And then we were like, oh my God, the idea just stuck and I became obsessed with it. And I was like, well, now I have to do it because I'm obsessed with the idea. And like, I wouldn't sleep without telling Claire, we need to do a podcast.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember
When
exactly.
did you tell me?
I don't know. Did I tell you? I think I texted you. I think because what I do is I get excited and I text like 50 messages at once. But Claire does the same thing. But like I'll text 50 messages, like hours, days, weeks will go by. And then Claire will finally be like, hey, just seeing these. And then text another
so
50
true.
messages back. So
That's
I
so
don't
true.
I don't remember the timeline, but I think I texted you. and then you texted me, and then we were like, well, let's
Well,
just
and
do
I
it.
freaked out because I was like, you have no idea, but the reason I called you in Slovenia
It's
when
'cause
you
you
ignored
wanted to do
me
it.
is because I needed to tell you we needed to start a podcast together.
Yes.
Anyways, long story short, this was meant to be.
Yeah.
Clearly.
That was- yeah, I would
This
say that was a very
aligned
long way to say
in the
it's meant
stars.
to be.
It has always been meant to be. And we're so excited that we're starting this because I don't know, I have a really good feeling about this.
Yeah, I
I'm
feel
excited.
like, not to sound like hippie. Oh my God. Did you see that? I moved the mic so far away.
Okay, carry on.
Okay, not to sound hippie, but I'm like a big believer in everything happens for a reason and like gut intuition feelings. And I don't know. I just have a really good feeling that whatever the reason is, this is going to be a good thing for us. I hope it is. Fuck.
Do you know what I just got in my head, which is so random? But one time I was watching an episode of Impulsive, you know, Logan Paul's podcast. And
I mean, I know, but I don't think
this
I've
girl
watched
tried to eat the mic, and as you were saying that for some reason,
it. Did you think I was going to eat the mic?
I don't know why that's the visual that just came to my
I
mind.
mean, if it makes sense for our brand, I can do it for you. Just kidding. If anyone's going to eat the mic, it's you. You touch it all the time.
podcast.
Okay,
It's
anyway.
gonna be a shit show.
Yeah, it's gonna be a shit show, but a good shit show. So with that being said, what are we planning to do with this podcast?
Good question, Queen.
Yes, you go.
Okay, so really, I think the point of this podcast is that we are both creators.
Yes,
We do this for a living, full
Yeah,
time.
even though we sound like chaotic, we actually do
We
a
have
lot
brain
of
cells,
Yeah, we have brain
contrary
cells, and
to
we know how to do
appearance.
stuff.
No, but so I am a full-time photographer and director, and you are.
I am the CEO of Elation Creative, and we do travel marketing campaigns for brands.
So we both are in the creative industry and have been for a long time. And we felt like there was a missing piece in the podcast world, and that I personally haven't been able to find a lot of content that is hosted by two women in the creative industry.
It's like, for
There's-
whatever reason, female creatives
Yeah.
don't get the light shed on them that they should.
And there's not a lot of female hosts in the creative
Yeah.
podcast industry as well. So there is this gap that I think we are going to fill, which is really exciting. And that's kind of the reason we both felt like we wanted to start this together.
Yes.
And
But that's not like we're not going to ever have like men on the podcast. Like
Totally.
we're so excited to talk to all of our amazing, talented like guy friends, new people we don't even know. But I think we want to predominantly shine light on the females in the industry.
Yeah, we're excited to highlight the girls.
Yeah.
And
The ladies.
we know also so many incredible creatives. I think that's one thing that you and I are really blessed by, is that
Yes.
the people around us, our community, is insanely talented. Like, all of our friends are killing it. Like,
Yeah.
literally, like, career goals killing it.
Which is like insane to
It's
actually think
so
about.
cool.
It's cool.
So we have these amazing quality people that we want to bring on, and I think that's another part of why we want to do this, is that we want to shine the light on our friends.
And I think too, like being a source for other people out there interested in the creative world, whether it be photo, video, social media management, brand management, interior design, like we're gonna highlight so many different parts of the creative industry that we just want to help people get to know more information and get new insight that isn't really out there. Because I don't know, from our research, we've seen that there's not really anybody out there talking about the stuff that no one talks about.
Yeah.
And that's where people need the most help.
Yeah, and we don't want to gatekeep.
Yeah, like I don't know
screw
why.
gatekeeping. Like, we want to share everything that we've learned. There's so much stuff that I wish I would have learned quicker. I mean, I've been doing
Yeah.
this 8 years, and I still learn stuff every day.
Yeah.
That I'm like, would have been nice had I known this 7
Like,
years ago.
exactly.
5 years ago. And so we want to be those people for you. And beyond the educational side, I also think that we know so much about the ins and outs of the industry now
Yes.
that it's just going to be funny. I want to share funny moments that like only other industry people understand, because I want you to
know that
listen
it's
to this.
okay. Like there
Yeah.
are so many times where you either have to like fake it till you make it, but people don't like to admit that, or where you'll like, I don't know, like drop camera equipment and break camera equipment, and you don't want to say that you did it, but you did. And like, I don't know, people just need to relate more to the weird, unexpected things that happen that no one likes to admit.
Totally. I feel like we're going to have so many inside jokes with you guys, our listeners, that you guys are going to be like, oh, yeah, that just happened to me on set the other day.
Yeah.
I totally relate. And so we
Like
want
your
this to
camera,
be-
you just had a studio
Oh,
shoot and there's a
God.
black line in all your photos.
Yeah, don't even get me started about camera gear that doesn't work when you need it
We
to
can't use our
work.
camera right now to film this because of that. Just
Love
kidding.
it.
But that's okay. That happens. And like people need to know that that happens to literally everyone.
Yeah. And there's just like so many funny little moments too. Like, I don't know. You guys will see. There's going to be so many funny inside jokes, and we're excited to share those with other industry people and to prepare people who are just getting into this industry also to kind of be aware of like, this is what happens and it's okay. And these are also funny moments, and you can like use these bad moments and turn it into something beautiful, which is kind of the whole point of being an artist anyways, is taking nothing and turning it into something beauuful. So
that was so beautifully said.
Thank you. I am a poet.
I was gonna say, photographer,
a lyricist.
Poet.
But yeah, that's pretty much the deal with why we've started this. And
so I think with that, what to expect,
a lot of chaos.
It's
gonna be a shit show.
Even though we're good at what we do, like not to like blow smoke under our ass, but like we're good, but we're also
saying to blow smoke under our ass?
I don't know. Jack says it in the British world.
Oh, maybe in England that's a thing.
I don't know.
How maybe very British of you.
So British. I'm posh. Just kidding. I'm not posh. I lost my train of thought.
Blowing smoke under asses.
Yeah.
You were blowing smoke under your ass.
Oh, no, sorry. Jack just corrected us, and it's blowing smoke up your ass. He's in the room, and he's British.
Blowing smoke under your ass.
Okay, anyways, I don't even know where I was going with that. I'm just going to say what to expect on this podcast. Yeah. We're going to, obviously, me and Claire are going to have our episodes where we discuss certain things, whether it be, I don't know, how to work with clients, how to work with hotels, specifically like photography things, specifically travel marketing campaign things, just whatever we decide to discuss, current trends in the creative world. We're also going to have tons of guests on to discuss their stories, give insight into what they do.
But we also want to know what you want to hear. I was thinking it would be kind of fun to have a hotline where people call in and have questions, or like maybe anonymously share funny stories that happen on set or anything like that. So if you guys are interested in that, let us know. We want to take any feedback and suggestions that you have. Throw it our way. We're going to have all the social media that you can comment on. You can DM us
and follow
plug. But yeah, so we're open to everything. And we've already developed a couple really cool segments that we're excited for you guys to be a part of. We're not going to share it quite yet. You have to go listen to our next episode to hear the,
or maybe even the next one.
Yeah.
And the one after that.
Our name. We need to talk about our name.
So I would just like to preface how we got our name, Shoot Your Shot Podcast. I think it's brilliant.
I love it too.
But Claire, look at she's saying that through gritted teeth. Claire hated the name at first.
No. I didn't hate it, but a friend of mine, I was running ideas by a friend, and my friend was like, it's a little basic. And I was like, oh, fuck, you're right. It is a little basic. So then I started freaking out, trying to come up with all these other names.
And she was giving like some like Roman numeral name.
I was like, what? Inspirational creators. And
she was looking up one word inspirational Tumblr image on Google.
Wait, we should share the ones that Jack tried to.
Oh, what did he try to say?
It's so bad. Should I say it?
Yeah, say it.
2 girls, 1 camera.
Oh yeah. Can you believe that? Would you guys, okay, I don't know. Obviously, you can't answer me right now, but would you guys really listen to a podcast called 2 Girls, 1 Camera?
I would never be a part of a podcast that was named 2 Girls, 1 Camera.
Like, what are they doing with the camera?
We don't need to talk about it.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about it.
Don't even think about it right now if you're thinking about it, if you're listening.
So yeah, there was a lot of options, including a lot of Latin and a lot of weird ideas from Jack.
but we decided to go with Shoot Your Shot. We actually, fun fact, didn't even decide the name of the podcast until the day we started shooting an episode.
Yeah.
Like, we showed up to the studio. I didn't even know.
We had literally no name, and we were like, welcome to, what's the name? What did we name our podcast?
And we were sitting there, we were like, and I think our friend was like, nah, SYS, that's hard.
SYS.
And we were like, oh yeah, SYS, baby, let's go. Baby. And Claire was like, all right, fine.
No, I love it. What was throwing me off is that there's so many Shoot Your Shot podcasts, but they're all basketball related. But obviously we're going to outshine all of them, so it's fine. We'll be the main Shoot Your Shot.
Yeah, and honestly, maybe we'll have one of their people on their podcast on
a basketball player on.
Yeah, that's creative. How do you do your throw? I don't know. I don't watch basketball, obviously.
Anyways, moving on. That's how we got our name, Shoot Your Shot. I think it is fun because it works for really anything. It could be Shoot Your Shot like for who you're into. It could be shoot your shot, like literally take
Are
the
you teasing
freaking
a possible
shot.
segment?
Shh, don't talk about it yet.
Okay.
No, it's top secret.
Wink, wink.
You guys will understand later. It could be shoot your shot with like a client. I mean, it works for so many things that we're going to talk about. So I think it relates to everything. It's fun. I do love it, contrary to
She loves it
Georgia's opinion. And yeah, Shoot Your Shot podcast.
We hope you guys love it.
And
We
if
hope
you
love
don't,
the
don't
podcast.
tell us.
Yeah,
It's
if
too
you-
late.
I say
We've
if
already
you-
branded everything.
If you don't love it, don't say anything, because otherwise Claire will just have anxiety dreams about it.
But you can hate follow us if you want.
Yeah, you can hate follow us. We'll love
I'm
it.
okay with that.
Yeah, we love a hate
as long
follow.
as you follow us.
Yeah, maybe just like don't be so mean, but
You know, I feel like you've made it when you have hate followers.
in that case, hate follow us. I'm just kidding. But no, in all seriousness, we are very, very excited for this, and we hope that you stay tuned. We have a lot of cool things lined up, ideas that I'm sure we haven't even thought of because we're crazy. And
Are you flexing ideas we've never even thought of yet?
I don't know.
George is like,
maybe.
there's so much cool shit coming.
Am
There's
I?
so many thoughts we haven't even thought yet, but they're amazing. Stay tuned.
I'm over here still thinking about the launch party and getting cool iPad cases that say "Shoot Your Shot."
We're doing this for the aesthetic branding only. Actually, exciting. We're shooting our branding shoot. We're shooting our branding shoot. Is that how you say it? We're shooting the brand photos
There's this couch
this weekend.
there. So the studio that we have rented right now, the waiting room has the exact couch that we need for it,
So we're gonna drag the couch into
and I
the
want to
studio.
take it.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be like retro 70s, like boss bitch
Yeah.
vibes. It's gonna be really cool. We're excited. This
Yeah.
whole so excited about all of this. I cannot believe we're doing this. I also can't
I
believe
know,
we're
I'm
in London
excited.
right now doing this.
I know, it's so weird that we're in London. Like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like we're in London. It feels like we're in an LA studio. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll
Oh,
hit us when we're out in London and not in this like sketchy area that we're in right now.
Another thing, we want to interview people worldwide.
Yes.
We're completely traveling for this. So if you want to nominate someone who you know
Yeah.
is amazing creator, girl or guy, but especially if you got a lot of cool ladies, like send
Yeah.
them our way. Doesn't matter if they're in Japan, in Italy,
I say we are
Norway,
planning-
we will go there. We will
Because
go
we're
there.
travel creators, so like we want to travel and film, like interview these people. Like we almost actually no, we're not going this month, but we're gonna go in the summer to the Dolomites,
Mm-hmm.
Iceland. I don't know. I'm not to flex the cool ideas coming up, but we have cool stuff coming up.
We have a lot of cool stuff. And yeah, like we said, a lot of cool people. But if you have suggestions, please send it our way. Like we want to know who you guys want us to interview. And
Yeah, I'm just excited. I think
Same.
the whole overall purpose of this is to just build a community,
Mm-hmm.
like a better creative community that are
inspire, educate.
passionate about what they do, share that passion, and just, I don't know, have each other. Because I think the most important thing in the creative world is to have people you can trust and rely on, and especially with information. And I think we just want to be that for you guys.
And we want to make you laugh.
Yeah,
like,
and we
this
wanna
is
make you
supposed to be lighthearted too. Like we want you to be doing your laundry and be laughing out loud and LOLing. You should be LOLing. while you
LOLing,
listen to
raffle,
us.
LOL.
Raffle.
Yeah, what is it? Rolling on the floor, laughing out loud.
Raffle.
I sounded like such a mom just saying that, didn't I? I just realized that.
Also, you know what I just realized? I'm so awkward when I sit. Like, what am I doing? I'm like holding my hands like this. Like, how do you sit while you record a podcast?
Dude,
like, is this too much?
Remember when I
Like,
was
what's
sitting
going
I
on
had like
here?
my leg like this, and I was like this.
Yeah.
I was like
We're just
spread out all
sprawled out.
manly.
Hey guys,
Like,
this is
welcome to Shoot Your
Podcast.
Shot. Okay, with that being said, I think that's enough information for now, just to give you a little bit of taste of who we are, what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
And yeah, so our next
ready.
episodes, after this, I'm gonna interview Claire, so you guys can hear more about her story and who she is, and then she's gonna do the same for me. Mm-hmm. And then from there, it'll just be a surprise of what episode's next.
Yeah, then it'll just be the most beautiful chaos you've ever witnessed in your life.
And we hope you like it.
You'll love it.
Yeah.
And even if you hate it, still follow
Yeah,
us.
give us the hate follow. Hashtag hate follow, shoot your shot.
What if that became a
podcast.
thing? There's always
get
people that
shirts.
hate us. Hate follow, shoot your
Our
shot.
iPad cases say hashtag hate follow.
Wait, I
Okay,
can't
I
wait
need to
for
let
our
go of the
little,
iPad
like,
case.
Our little iPad case thing. That would be so cute. Shoot your
Yeah.
shot. With our like logo that we
That's
haven't
what I'm
created yet.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
With our jingle that we haven't created yet. Guys, we're new at this, in case we didn't mention that. We have no idea what we're doing. So This is a prime example. Oh my God, I touched the mic again. This is
She touched the butt.
we should have a buzzard go off for every time one of us touches the mic.
Oh, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Jack
Like,
will be screaming in the background.
Stop. It might keep people like awake and in tune with us.
Yeah. Wake them up.
Wake them up because they don't want to listen to us. Okay, anyways, thank you for listening to us talk about what we're going to do with this podcast. I don't really have anything else to say for this part.
Yeah, with that, please follow us on all social platforms.
Yep.
It's Shoot Your Shot Podcast _ on Instagram, on TikTok. We're still working on the YouTube, but we'll link it.
We kind of forgot our Instagram password, so we have to figure
Stay
out how
tuned.
to
We'll
log
link
back
everything.
in.
But please come back for official episodes 1 and 2. We'll be interviewing each other, and then we have some amazing guests line up.
Yes.
So please come back. Please come back.
Please.
But with that, we'll see you on the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you.
Shoot your shot. Shoot your shot.